Terrapins will get us started with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wolverines offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today. And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
To the air, it's Carr. Swings it out to the flat. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Oh, he got loose. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Terrapins offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Caught behind the line. It's Adams. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Terrapins looking to convert on 4th down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job.
There he goes. Delivers the stiff arm. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Carr. Fakes to grab. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The RPO, it's complete. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field.
It's a seam wide open. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Terrapins. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Michigan offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Dropping back, it's Carr. Here's a hit. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Here's the pressure.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Howard. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy to the ground.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Grab near the marker. It's Howard. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Howard. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Washington. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Terrapins have this offense rolling. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. High quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Gets it done with that huge interception return. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want.
Oh, he's got some space.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down and second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 4 wideout set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Picks up the 1st down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Gives it on the option. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell.